Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the game between Galileo Lions and your Terra Trojans here on this beautiful September evening. Here we are at Miller Field as Terra are about to receive the kick from the Galileo Lions, visiting from San Francisco. In the JV game, an hour before, Terra defeated Galileo 50-0. And Terra hopes to do something similar today in the Varsity game. Philip and Kai Walker downfield to receive the punt, or the kickoff.
We're ready for kickoff for Galileo.
Galileo starts their run up, and the kick is off. Kai Walker catches it at the 10, runs to the 20, to the 25, evades some tackers, runs through the middle to the 40 to the 45, brought down at the 50. Great play by Kai Walker.
We also have numerous
flag down on the play there. We're going to have to see what that is for. I'm guessing holding. But there were a couple of really intense matchups there between the Trojans and the Lions. The players wrapped up, and it was probably bound to happen. As it looks like the Trojans are going to be backed up. Maybe even to the 20. Oh no, to the 30 here.
There is a penalty on.
So it looks like it'd be a 15-yard penalty from the 45, which is where they called him down. And a great run by Kai Walker there.
Garrett Parter will be starting in the QB position. Of course, on that O-line, Wyatt Dagene, the snapper, who's been a really key part of that O-line, is missing tonight.
Be a knee injury for him in the last game against Pitt.
Two off to the right, one off to the left. Snap, handoff to JP Hernandez. The ball is loose, and JP goes down on it. Multiple Galileo players there, but I believe Jonah Truitt is the carrier. Jonah was able to get the ball, and Jonah is kicking himself there.
Definitely, although still 1 yard gain, and he was able to get down on the ball fast. Could have been worse, but really excellent recovery there by Jonah. As I think we'll be seeing a lot of him today, as it looks like he's been taken off the kick return roster, maybe to get some more rest. Pressure likes more rest.
Trojans line up right in the middle of the field. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Jonah Truitt in the backfield. Garrett Parter on the shotgun position. A couple tight ends. The snap, good snap, and the play is called dead before anything happens.
And something interesting, earlier we heard from Jonah Truitt during the JV game, and what I've seen here at the start is that we're seeing a six-man rush from the Galileo Lions. And I believe that one missing receiver we normally see in the Trojans, two out on each side, is an extra blocker they brought in to help protect Garrett Pardo, give him more time to look downfield for the receivers he does have out there.
Two to the left this time, one to the right. Jonah Truitt in the backfield again. Shotgun formation. Garrett Pardo gets the snap. It's a pass. Passes out. And the pass is long to Kai Walker, but there's a flag on the play again.
I believe that is going to be a pass interference, actually, on the defense there. As it looked like he gave the receiver quite a shove. Completely unnecessary, as he was literally pushing him towards the ball. But I have a feeling that that's going to be a first down for the Trojans here, as currently it would be 2nd and 4.
This could be a huge momentum shifter for the Trojans. Get the first down.
Pass interference on Galileo.
Yes, pass interference on Galileo.
It looks like Jonah Truitt is off to the sidelines, grabbing some water here. Really tough game for him so far, so it's good to see some of those valuable players being given rest, being able to stay fresh, because it can be brutal playing offense-defense for every down.
Same formation. Garrett Pardo on the shotgun, hands off to Philip, I believe. Philip goes slightly to the left and gets a 3-yard gain. 10:35 left in the game. the first quarter.
As again, not a ton of progress there from the Trojans.
Some substitutions made here. Philip comes off the field, and Jack Oliphant comes off the field.
Again, if there's anyone who wants to take your time and get around the track and get us
the Trojans, 2 receivers on each side. Jonah Truitt back in the backfield. The snap, it's a pass caught by Jackson Patani, and he gets 9 yards on the play. Jackson Patani rolls, goes a little out and back route, comes back. Good play by Garrett Pardo to see Jackson open, makes the pass, good pass, and just overall good play. 9 yards on the play.
Definitely, especially good that Garrett was staying posed there under pressure as he was hit after he threw the ball. The defenders were right on him. An excellent job to stay calm, cool, and collected and make that throw downfield.
Same formation for the Trojans. 2 out on each side. On the left hash mark. Motion in the backfield. Garrett Pardo decides to keep the ball himself. He breaks a couple tackles and gets the first down. Probably gets 5 on the play and is down to their own 35. The Trojans are making steady progress here.
Definitely, the ball almost stripped there from Pardo's hands as one of the defensive linemen went for the ball instead of the tackle. Didn't get the strip, and I think because of that, Garrett was able to get the first down. So maybe a mistake there by the defense, misjudgment by the defensive lineman.
Yeah, and that probably cost the Lions the first down, but the Trojans were lucky on that one.
Definitely, this will be 1st and 10 here from the 35.
Garrett Pardo. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They have a tight end in. Shotgun formation. Snap. Handoff to Jonah Truitt. Jonah Truitt just runs into trouble right to the line. And he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, really, that size can be an advantage. You know, he can run through defenders, make cut moves. He's very fast. But up those runs up the middle, where, as we saw in the JV game, if you have that size advantage, you can just make your own lanes. He's struggling a little bit. We'll see how he adjusts.
3 out to the right, 1 to the left. Jordan Stewart in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Snap. It's a pass. Garrett rolls out to his right. Throws deep to Jackson Patani, and he gets it! Touchdown, Trojans! 7:45 left in this first quarter. A great way to start the opening drive for the Trojans. Jackson Patani with a pass from Garrett Pardo. Garrett Pardo coming under pressure. Passes the ball just as he was getting sacked. Jackson Patani makes a good change of direction as Garrett Pardo's throw was a little behind him, and he gets the touchdown.
Yeah, that was an amazing throw under pressure again by Garrett Pardo. We saw that in the Petaluma game, and now we see it again here. He is seconds from being hit, and he makes an accurate throw well downfield for the touchdown. Exactly what we'd expect from him.
Juan with the extra kick, but the play is called dead. Right as the snap was done. And we wait to see what happens.
It looks like the Trojans are being moved closer to the end zone here. Yeah, penalty on the defense there. And now it'll just be a 3-yard shorter field or extra point.
Juan Casas Ramirez. Perfect extra point right in the middle of the uprights. And the Trojans off to an early 7-0 lead over the Galileo Lions. With 7:45 left in this game.
An early score here, as we saw in the JV game. And we saw how that one turned out. Let's see if this early momentum can be translated into more points as the JV were able to. And we'll really see what the Galileo offense is made of here in a couple seconds, as Galileo offense for JV really, I don't think it didn't cut it.
And Dallas Hartwell giving some instructions to Juan Casas Ramirez on the kickoff. Maybe the Trojans will try something a little different here. And the Lions, unlike their varsity team, unlike their JV team, they're a lot more spread out on the returns, and I think that's going to help them a lot on these returns as they were struggling in their JV games. And the uniform clap as Juan goes up for the kick. It lands around the 20. Number 10 receives off to the left side. He's still going up to the 40. And I believe he was pushed out of bounds there.
As Gabe Morris there, well away from the ball, but still putting a hit down on one of the special teams members of the Lions. Really just showing the ferocity of this Trojan varsity team. You know, even if they're not near the play, they are staying with it, and they're putting the pain on. And early in the game, I think that's really important, especially on these teams with less players. Just making them tired, making them hurt, it really will help you down the line.
Down back with 13 yards and a
The Trojans,
for the Lions.
the Lions will have the ball on their own 40-yard line. And they line up for the first time in this game on the left hash. Two wideouts, one to each side. Tight end and a running back in the backfield. Big towering quarterback. The snap, it's fake handoff, and the quarterback tries to take himself, but almost sacked, and he's sacked for at least a 15-yard gain, and the ball is out.
Wow.
The ball is out. It looks like JP Hernandez recovered the fumble.
And that's interesting, actually, because I saw JP was one of the earlier people on the rush, and also before the play, he almost jumped off sides. The quarterback for the Lions was pointing at him. No flag was called. You know, and it's like the second it happened, it was out of his mind, and he was focused, and he got the ball. I mean, that was a sack of 15, 18 yards. Just, you know, an excellent job. Really showing mental toughness.
Galileo, same formation, two wideouts to each side. Lots of linemen. And a running back. The snap, slightly high, takes it, rolls off to his left, takes the ball himself, and he's knocked out of bounds. A hard hit by Mario. Good job by Mario to get that hard hit on that quarterback, knock him out of bounds, and maybe try to take the wind out of him.
Definitely, Mario's not someone to back down from a fight. And, you know, there were 3 Trojans on him already, but he put the pain on, hard hit on the quarterback, and he was able to knock him out of bounds. Again, more aggressive play from the Trojans. You love to see it.
One thing I really like about this Galileo team is they do a choir huddle, which recently came in the news because the Chiefs did it in homage to one of their older teams. I really like that.
We have another tight formation with 6 linemen, and 1 receiver.
The snap, it's a pass. He rolls out to his right, and he makes the throw. It is intercepted. Tipped and intercepted, and he's wrapped up right where he caught it at on the 42-yard line, the Galileo 42. And
an excellent interception by Cole Green. You know, he tipped the ball up in the air and got his hands on it, but the quarterback for the Lions, under pressure, rolls to the left, and really just a poor throw. You know, he threw it to 2 Trojans.
Yeah, that was, I don't know really where he was going. I think it was a high throw, a really high throw, but it just went straight into the hands of Cole Green.
It really just, it almost looked like he was going to drop it, but he collected the ball, and not what the Lions wanted to see in their first offensive possession.
The Trojans with 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Jonah Truitt in the back. The snap, it's a pass. Garrett Parter looking deep, and it's almost intercepted. They were targeting Kai Walker. Kai Walker was a little fast for Garrett Pardo. Number 4 almost intercepted it there, the cornerback. But it was a little behind even the cornerback.
Making sure we get the new roster. Thank you. That's a work in progress.
As it'll be 2nd down and 10 here from the Lions' own 42-yard line. We'll see what the Trojans are able to do here on offense. We've seen success early, but let's see if they can keep that pressure on.
Same formation for the Trojans on the right hash, shotgun formation. Kai Walker in motion. It's a pitch to Kai Walker. Kai Walker cuts up in the inside, and he gets probably 3 or 4 on the play. It's a good, solid play there.
Definitely. Those runs are really what'll make your team move forward. You know, that's the early, especially 2nd down, 1st down, is how you get yourself forward towards that 1st down. Takes some of the pressure off, gives you a little bit of flexibility.
It'll be 3rd and 6 on the Galileo 37-yard
Kai
line.
Walker with the run on the last play.
38-yard line.
32-36.
Shotgun. Garrett Pardo takes the snap. He's looking downfield. The ball is knocked loose, and Garrett Pardo recovers it. But so what happened is Garrett Pardo was hit hard. The ball came out. Galileo and Garrett Pardo pounced on the ball, but it seemed like the ball came out again after the Galileo player went on it, and Garrett Pardo recovered it.
Number 3 for Galileo.
So it will be a turnover on a fumble, I believe.
But it looks like actually the Trojans are lining up on offense.
Rather, it'll be Trojans are on offense. Garrett Pardo came off the field, and the Trojans are going to punt it.
Ah, there you go. It'll be 4th and 15. Special teams coming out on the field.
44 in the backfield for the Lions. Garrett Pardo also being the punter, in addition to quarterback. It's a good punt, high, caught at the 27-yard line. A fair catch called, but a flag was on the play.
There on the punt.
Oh, I believe that's probably just the flag where they mark where the ball should be.
It is received
As an excellent punt there by Garrett Pardo. And what I saw in that last play where the ball came loose was on the right side, Garrett had a defensive, probably linebacker actually, right in his face. Jonah Truitt putting an excellent block down to give him more time, but coming right up the middle, another defensive line just blindsided him, and that's how the ball came loose. It's really maybe that size matchup that could be hurting the Trojans here, especially with Wyatt Dagenais not playing the center, not anchoring the middle of the offensive line, as now the Lions will have the ball at their own 20-yard line.
And there was a 5-yard penalty on the Lions. 4:25 left. Galileo starting on their own 29-yard line. Still in the first quarter here. And timeout is taken. Timeout by Galileo. And Galileo, again, taking a timeout early in the game, which cost them in the end of the second half in the JV game. So some interesting choices here.
Definitely really, really curious use of the timeouts here, as they will have a long road to hoe if they want to get any points here, as they're a long way from the end zone. And it didn't turn out well from last time with that interception. Let's see, they might try running the ball more to avoid those turnovers. Let's see how the Trojans can defend against that run.
I think Galileo may have called the timeout to try to reset at the beginning of this drive and hopefully get a touchdown. So Galileo line up with 2 wideouts again, fairly wide, with 7 linemen. Shotgun formation, running back in the backfield. High snap, it's a pass. A long pass, and it's way long, at least 10 yards long.
Wow, that was another overthrow by the quarterback there, but not even close to an overthrow. The ball passed probably about 15 feet over the receiver's head. Really, it was a strong throw, but way too far.
Kind of the opposite of what the JV quarterback had, who had kind of a weak arm, but a bit of a strong arm here. The Lions line up, same formation.
Yeah, really tight here early, but they're still going for the pass plays.
The snap, it's a handoff to the running back, cuts through, gets past the line, is going 40, 50, he's loose, lots of Trojans there, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line of Terra.
Excellent job there by Kai Walker. He had the speed, he had the wheels, there was no one in front of him, but he was able to catch up and drop his shoulder into him to knock him out of bounds. Excellent job by Kai Walker. You never want to see those long runs, but you got to stay with it. You got to keep running. You can't give up on those plays.
That was probably a 45-yard play by the running back. Good job to find a hole, and the Trojans just weren't able to swarm very well.
Definitely, and I think the running back got to the outside faster than the Trojans could, and was just able to get past them that way. Not even really outplayed, more just outran.
4 minutes left in the first quarter. Same formation. The snap, high, quarterback bobbles it, thrown off to the side, and it's incomplete. Targeted number 44, the running back, who's been who's shown on both sides of the ball he can play.
And an excellent job there by number 11, Jackson Patani, to put pressure on the quarterback, and then Cole Green, immediate pressure on the receiver. That ball was never being caught.
Yeah, it was almost a screen play. I think it might have been forced because of the bobbled snap. And Galileo will line up on the left hash. Again, shotgun formation on the 35-yard line. Motion in the backfield, but handed off to the running back. And it's a minimal gain of 2 on the play, pretty much right up the middle.
As it'll now be about third and 8, I believe. There's a lot of glare there. And we'll see what the Lions can do. Definitely a lot of progress here, but this is definitely a crucial play. Crucial down, as they're going to have to get the first down here if they want to score points.
Same formation, 2 out to each side, motion in the backfield. It's a handoff to number 2, but stopped right at the line of scrimmage by J.P. Hernandez. And it'll be 4th down and 9.
Excellent read there by J.P. Hernandez. Linebacker in the backfield. He read that play like a book and put Hurt onto the running back. Excellent job.
Yes, the running back it was a fake handoff and then a pitch to the man in motion. But the man in motion, number 2, ran right into JP. And it looks like it will be a timeout. Kind of an odd place to call a timeout. By Galileo again. Again, using these timeouts at really odd locations with 2:33 left in the first quarter on a punt.
Definitely. We saw this with the JV. Almost every time they had a punt, they were either calling a timeout or just delaying the game, running over to the sidelines, trying to figure out what they're going to do. It seems like not an incredibly decisive coach, it's not the most obvious situation. They got 4th and 9 at the Trojans' 34-yard line, right? They could go for it, try and get some points back on the board early here, but if this backfires, they could be in trouble. And it looks like they'll be lining up for the punt here, although we did see some trick plays from Galileo earlier. I wonder if they will have a more refined version for the Varsity team. We're about to see.
Kai Walker in the backfield, lining up around the 10. The punter will kick it from the 45, the ball at the 35. And some confusion on the Galileo side as to how many men are on the field. It looks like we now have the correct number. And it's going to be a punt. It's a touchback.
Pascal, really just a heads-up play there, I'd say. Kai Walker stood at the 10, right? And with the punt that close to the end zone, he knew a touchback was likely. Right, getting the ball at the 20 would be a good situation for them, I think.
The Trojans will receive the ball at the 20 with 2:27 left in this first quarter. Again, Terra have all 3 timeouts. Galileo only have 1 of the remaining timeouts this half. It's 7-0 Trojans.
Yeah, definitely an interesting use of timeouts. You'd think they'd want to save those for those situations where they'll be more helpful. But
No safety for Galileo. 2 out for each side for Terra. It's a pass to Jackson Patani, who's open on the sideline, and he just runs out of bounds, probably for a 5 or 6 yard gain.
yeah, a little high on the pass. Good job by Patani, who's not small, to get his hands up there and catch that ball. Excellent job by him. So it'll be a gain of about 8 yards. And I'm guessing Pardo read the defense, saw there wasn't that, wasn't great coverage downfield, and really wanted to get that throw downfield. But again, heavy pressure from the D line of Galileo to put a stop to that, making him get rid of the ball early.
4 receivers for Terra, 1 man in the backfield. The snap. It's a pitch to Jonah Truitt off to the right. Jonah Truitt off to the races. He's at the 40, and he trips up at the 48-yard line. It'll be down at the 49.
And that's really the danger we've seen. This is why he's playing those snaps. When you let Jonah Truitt get an open lane, he can go. He is fast. He is really, really fast. And we saw that there as he was able to get that 30-yard run. And he may have got tripped up, but an excellent job by him. Couldn't ask for more.
Touchdown, Trojans at the TL 49.
Trojans line up. 2 receivers now with Phillip in the backfield. The snap and handoff to Phillip, who goes up the middle, and he fights for a couple other yards, and forward progress called at the Galileo 49, so a gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, and I'm really liking that switch up between Phillip and Jonah going back and forth. And I think that really, it gave Jonah an opportunity to stretch his legs and make those quick runs downfield. And on fatigued legs, that can really slow you down. I think really, really good play calling and just managing here by Dallas Harbaugh.
107 and counting for left in the first quarter. 4 receivers now. Jonah Truitt back. Garrett Pardo in the snap. It's a pass to Jackson Scullin, who fights for a couple yards on the side, on the left side, and it will be a gain of 3 or 4 on the 46-yard line of Galileo with 6 yards to go. 3rd down.
Yeah, important conversion, I'd say, here for the Trojans, because if they're able to make this first down, get downfield, score some more points, that buffer zone can really give them some, it'll take the pressure off, and that's huge, especially early in the game.
1 play remaining here, 19 seconds and counting. In the first quarter, Garrett Pardo with the snap. It's a pass. He evades some pressure, but is sacked, and it's a 5-yard loss back to where the original, back to the 49 of Terra. And Garrett Pardo's arm, he's rubbing his arm. That's not something you want to see in a quarterback who goes down. It'll be 4th and 10 when we come back for the second quarter.
And it is
definitely again that heavy pressure again by the Galileo Lions. The Trojans were anticipating this heavy rush, and they've done a pretty good job so far of stopping it, but I think there's a little bit more that they need to get out of those offensive linemen to really give Garrett Pardo just that extra second or two to look downfield and make the throws, which is really where he stands out.
And that 6-man rush for Galileo is doing some pretty good job on the offensive line, because it's keeping Garrett Pardo on his toes. It's making the pass game more challenging, but it is opening up the run game a little bit, as we saw Jonah Truitt. Jonah Truitt. Here we go for the second quarter. 12 minutes back on the clock. It's 7-0 Trojans. 4th and 10 for the Trojans. They will punt it. They are on their own 49-yard line. Galileo have a man way deep. Garrett Pardo, of course, the punter and the quarterback for Terra. The Lions have a person at the 15-yard line, yet Garrett Pardo is punting from the opposite 35. A long punt. Takes a bounce at the 20, and it's down by the Trojans at the 16-yard line. Down by Elliott Shaw.
Get out of the way, and it's down.
And Galileo will start from the, I guess it's down at the, just past the 15-yard line, Galileo's own 15-yard line. So Galileo will have 85 yards to go.
Definitely going to be tough for them, but they've got the time. They've got the whole second quarter here to try and get downfield. Let's see what their offense can put together. We've seen, we saw good run play there by them, but the consistency to get yards every play is not something we've seen. And I wonder if they've made any adjustments in the break between quarters.
Galileo, a little bit of confusion, and a timeout is called again. At the beginning of a drive, I think there was just too much confusion. Galileo didn't know what was happening. I believe the quarterback called the timeout. And Galileo will now have no timeouts left with 11:50 left in the second quarter.
Timeout taken by Galileo. That's the third of 3 timeouts.
Really a curious strategy, Marco. I can't figure it out myself. I guess, I mean, it is early in the season, but as you said at the JV game, this is things you got to iron out in practice. You can't sacrifice your game. You can't. You can't just. It doesn't make sense. This is a varsity high school football team, and they have to call timeouts just to get their game plan straight. Really physical.
I totally agree with you. It's very odd. Terra still have all 3 timeouts. They're able to hold it together a little bit more. It is still only 7-0, so Galileo still very much in this game.
Definitely. It is not over for them. I feel like they've got to make something up now. They got to put a little bit of pressure on the Trojans, because so far the pass rush for the Trojans has actually looked very dominant, especially Jackson Patani on the outside there, making it around the offensive lineman and applying pressure to the quarterback, as he is right now.
Shotgun formation, intercepted by J.P. Hernandez, who will take it in for a touchdown. A pick 6 by J.P. Hernandez. The Galileo quarterback took the snap, rolled out to his right, made an underthrow, and J.P. Hernandez, who plays linebacker, was just right there to get the ball. He leaped up, and Galileo, the quarterback, just wasn't expecting that, and J.P. Hernandez an easy 10 yards in for a touchdown. Great play by Terra to capitalize on a misread by the Galileo quarterback. 13-0.
Definitely, and as I was talking about, Jackson Patani had no trouble getting straight to the quarterback, and that pressure is something that we've seen many a quarterback crack under so far this season, and it's one of the best aspects of Garrett Pardo is in those situations, he's able to keep his eyes open. He doesn't get flustered. He doesn't try to force the play. He sits back and he tries. He doesn't give up. He's trying to make downfield progress. But I don't know if we've seen an interception from him yet. Maybe one on a tip or something. But
yeah, I think that's the first. And the extra point is good for Juan Casas Ramirez. It'll be 14-0 with 11:41, just 19 seconds into the second quarter. The Trojans score again.
17-yard interception for touchdown by J.P. Hernandez makes it 14-0. With the extra
Galileo
point,
comes out on the field.
Juan Costas Ramirez.
They have one man back deep, number 4.
And
the
Costas
Trojans
Ramirez
line
ready
up.
to kick off for Terra. Back for Galileo, number 4, Nate Chinway.
Kick is good. Oh my goodness! It's caught at the 5. Number 4 runs it up, takes a couple long steps, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That was quite a quick kick markup.
Yeah, that was caught around the 5 from the opposite 40. Juan, of course, being the soccer player he is, was an excellent kicker. As when I was a freshman and played goalie on the soccer team, he took my goalie kicks from me. So he definitely has a foot.
Yeah, definitely. You know, having the other team start deep in their own territory is crucial, as we saw on the last drive for the Lions offense. It was an interception, and they were so close to the end zone, pick 6, just like that.
Galileo will start on their own 24-yard line. 11:32 left in the fourth quarter, the second quarter, excuse me. 1st and 10. And Galileo line up. One receiver on each side. Shotgun formation. One receiver in the back. One running back in the backfield. Motion. And flag is thrown. It looks like it's a false start. A false start. I'm not sure. It looks like it's on Galileo. So Galileo will be now starting from their 19-yard line.
Dead ball. Illegal procedure penalty on the offense.
1st and 15. That's a mistake, an early mistake by Galileo that's really going to hinder this drive.
Yeah, I never want to go down early, as they will have about 15 yards to go here for that first down. Early pressure by the Trojan defense.
4 wideouts. The shotgun, the snap. It's tipped by Jackson Patani, the linebacker. He came in, just jumped up right in front of the ball. Could have made the interception, but didn't. Was about to make the sack, and it'll be 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, Jackson Patani really able to get around the offensive line early here, and he has been putting heavy pressure on the quarterback every single play, and they still don't have an answer. You know, they've got to come up with something, otherwise it's going to be a sack, an interception, or an incompletion every single play.
Galileo line up with 3 receivers, one way out to the left. Running back to the backfield, motion to the right, the snap, and the ball never came out. It looks like the center fumbled the ball, and Galileo still have the ball, but it'll be a wasted down and a loss of 2 yards.
Jackson Patani would carry.
And Jackson Patani again on the quarterback pressure, credited with the tackle or fumble or whatever they decided that was. We never saw the football from here. It's almost like the center just held on to it, maybe a really muff snap or something like that. But let's see what they've got to get some progress here. 3rd down and a lot to go from their own 17.
4 receivers, the snap, comes back for the pass, and the ball is low but not caught. Number 4 was wide open there. Didn't have anyone. It looks like a breakdown in coverage, but the quarterback did not see that, luckily for the Trojans. The ball was thrown real low for an intended receiver, but the receiver was not able to catch the ball.
Yeah, great coverage there by number 21, Phillip, as he was able to put pressure on the receiver, and I'm guessing that pressure is what made the quarterback throw that ball low. And it's not an easy ball to catch. You know, the receiver got some hands on it, you got to give him credit, but wasn't able to come up with it.
It looks like it's a personal foul on the Trojans. So it'll be 3rd down, but instead of 17 yards, it will be It's a 15-yard penalty, so it'll be third down and two. No.
But they are moving the chain. It is a first down. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. That's a break for Galileo.
That's expensive, yes. That's expensive for the Trojans. Same formation. For low snap, rolls out to the right, throws about 5 yards in front of the intended receiver. He may have just been trying to get rid of the play because the ball was just severely underthrown.
Yeah, just two underthrown passes we've seen by the quarterback. It almost looked like he wanted to run and then second-guess himself as he had a little bit of open air. Even if he got only 5 yards and slid down, that still would have been better than that incomplete pass. And the receiver was under heavy coverage. So far, pretty good defense in the backfield by the Trojans. Able to lock down the pass, which seems like Galileo's go-to.
32, sorry.
Two safeties in the back for the Trojans. Two receivers for Galileo handed off the ball, and he's wrapped up in the backfield. And it will be a loss of 3 or 4 yards. I believe Jack Horsley there on the tackle.
And I believe that a face mask has been called. I do not know on what team. As I saw, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a face mask. And that is going to be more yards for Galileo. Possibly another 15 here.
And that's really expensive.
And it is another 15. Wow. And an automatic first down. So 30 yards and penalties in just a couple plays here. And Galileo's gone from the 10 to the 45 on 2 incomplete passes and a run for a loss of 2.
Shotgun motion in the backfield. It's a handoff to the man in motion. Good blocking by Galileo, but still a tackle for loss. Probably a loss of 4. So Trojan defense has been making good plays, but their fouls have really cost them.
Oh yeah, just 30 yards. It's incredible. But as you said, excellent defense by the Trojans. They're putting pressure on the ball, and the run plays have been shut down. You know, we can tell from here they have worked on that since the Petaluma game. Petaluma, they were run down their throats. You know, it was running play. And they've clearly done something to patch that up, as they have just amazing coverage.
4 wideouts, 2 on each side, 1 man in the backfield. Shotgun snap, high snap, and multiple TL defenders on him, and Phillip gets the sack. Great job by Phillip for a loss of 10 yards. Phillip there, just amazing play. Read the play very well. The high snap, of course, contributed, but good play by Terra.
And I believe it'll be 3rd and 23 now. So even if we get another personal foul, 15-yard penalty, may still have a chance of getting the stop here. But just a really odd set of downs here as we've seen penalties, but really solid defense from the Trojans.
Same formation for Galileo. 4 out. And shotgun formation, man in motion. And the ball we never saw the ball. It looks like another missed snap. The quarterback jumped on the ball at the 35. And it looks like it'll be 4th and 25, and you better believe the punting team's coming out.
Yeah. And that's the second time we've seen that. Really just, I don't know what's happening there. Is the center is just like holding on to the ball? Like the ball doesn't move. It's never near the quarterback.
It's almost like it's like he's snapping to a quarterback that's right behind him, not in shotgun formation. Terra with a man at the Lions' 47-yard line. The punt
is really short.
It's landed, but it hasn't been downed yet. It's still live, and it's downed on the Terra 30-yard line.
41 yards on the punt.
interesting
Miles
kick there as Kai Walker was 20-plus yards away from the ball. He had no chance of catching up on the fly, made the decision to stay back. Ball bounced towards him, but the ball probably bounced 15 yards, and now the Trojans are at their own 30-yard line with a lot of yards to make up, but they have a comfortable lead. 14 points is not nothing. 3-possession game.
6:47 left in the first half. The Trojans will have the ball on their 29. 4 wideouts. Jonah Truitt in the backfield. As Dylan True comes on the field, he'll be playing left guard.
So we'll have to keep an eye on him, see how he does.
Shotgun formation, the snap. Garrett Pardo goes downfield to Kai Walker, who catches the ball, sliding on the 44-yard line. Great catch by Kai Walker. Good throw by Garrett Pardo. That's an excellent play.
Definitely, and probably people weren't looking at it, but I was watching Dylan True that play. And he got straight up into that defensive lineman's face and pushed him downfield. An excellent block there by Dylan True.
Same formation for Terra Linda. They're really using all of the field. 6-man rush for Galileo. The snap. It's another pass and a diving catch made by Jackson Patani. He went out for the route, turned around, and the throw by Garrett Pardo was at least 2 yards off, but Jackson Patani made the diving catch backwards to save the gain of 8 yards.
And also a very nice block there by Jonah Truitt. Outmatched in size, but just being able to put a hit on that defender gives the quarterback more time. That's all you can really ask for, especially for someone that's physically outmatched by their opponent.
A little bit of confusion on Terra Linda's side, but and a timeout is called by Terra Linda. I think they wanted to reevaluate. They didn't like something they were seeing. 5:30 left in the second quarter.
See, now in these situations, having those 3 timeouts becomes an advantage, right? If that had been Galileo right there, they have no timeouts. So they just have to make do with what they have, but miscommunication can lead to a turnover. So the Trojans hanging on to those timeouts, and using them when they're really necessary, and also just altogether being more organized. They don't look as flustered on the field. The play calls seem to be going a lot smoother.
Probably the best food you can get here in Arizona.
With 5:30 left in the half, using your first timeout
the best food you can get here
seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Especially when your opponent doesn't have any timeouts left. It'll be 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 on the Galileo 48. 5:30 left in the second quarter.
For these 2 teams from San Francisco, right here.
Again, there'll be 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end in. Jackson Patani playing tight end. Snap. Oh, the snap is fumbled by Garrett Pardo, but he picks it up, and he's running the ball. So Garrett Pardo took the snap in. It looks like it hit his chest. It bounced backwards, or bounced back towards the line. He went forward, scooped it up. Very lucky he was able to get the ball, and he was able to get a first down from that.
Yeah, just great way to stay with the play and keep your head in it. He was always thinking when he dropped that ball, how can I turn this over? How can I get more? How can I get more yards? How can I make this a better situation? And I think that mindset is something that has really helped them and gave the Trojans the first down there.
The Trojans come back from their huddle. And same formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Jonah Truitt in the backfield, motion. The snap and pass to the right side, and there will be a gain of 4 yards. Jack Oliphant on the catch and the reception for Terra Linda.
And again, excellent blocking, I'd say, really an improvement from the Petaluma game. As you know, Pardo's getting more time, and it's really helping him out here. We're getting better passes, smarter passes, and he's not forced to make split-second decisions that he's good at. But if you don't have to make them, you don't want them.
Number 84.
To the right, one to the left. Again, another motion by Jack Oliphant. It would be a quarterback sneak for Garrett Pardo. Off to the left, he cuts inside and is tackled, but gets the first down. He'll be down at the 38-yard line.
Definitely excellent run there by him. And again, I think that blocking is working wonders. As Cole Simon there, the right guard, he took his defender, and the defender actually stepped back. He walked away. He did not want anything to do with him. Just an excellent job there by number 72.
3:18 and counting in the second half. 2 timeouts remaining for the Trojans. 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line. 14-0 Trojans. 2 out on each side. Jonah Truitt in the backfield. Garrett Pardo, shotgun formation. The snap. It's a throw off to the right to Kai Walker. Kai Walker gets the catch, evades a defender, and he will be downed at the 20. So we'll see if they give him the first down. I believe they will.
And yes, I think you'd be right, Margaret. They are moving the chains forward. Excellent throw by Pardo. Great catch by Kai Walker, especially able to stay on his feet. And that's how you get those extra yards. If he hadn't stayed on his feet, that first down may not have been in yards.
2:35 and counting. Trojans milking the clock here. 3 off to the left, 1 off to the right. No safeties for Galileo with their 6-man rush. The snap, Garrett Pardo, it's a pass to Kai Walker, he was open, but the pass was a little low and in front. It was a bullet of a pass, but Kai Walker could not get there in time. He would have been wide open for the touchdown.
Number 8 in coverage.
Yeah, the ball may have even been behind him. I don't know. A rare mistake on throw from Garrett Pardo there. And, I'm watching the offensive line now. I'm kind of almost addicted to it after seeing these blocks. And it's just an excellent job. They're explosive off the line and just stopping the momentum of those defensive linemen. And just that one hit is giving them extra time, as it looks like a penalty has been called as a false start on the Trojans. It'll be 1st and 15.
The first down marker out of the 10. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right.
1st and 15.
The snap, Garrett Pardo just takes it himself, and he gets a gain of 2, but wrapped up by 3 Galileo defenders.
See, that was interesting, because on that play, there was a motion, right? I think Jonah Truitt out to the left side, looked like they were maybe trying to block forward for a run, but Pardo was wrapped up from behind, right? And it seems like when the Trojans get outnumbered like that, when they're, they have to move, that's really when their weaknesses start to show, because when they're in these stationary formations on the pass plays, it seems like they're doing a lot better than on that one.
Again, no safety for Galileo. Same formation, 2 out on each side. The snap, it's a pass, a long pass, and it's probably 5 yards over Cole Green's head.
Although Garrett Pardo was sacked on that play, got rid of the ball, and the throw just a little long. You can't make every one of those. He made 2 or 3 of those amazing passes at the Petaluma game last week, but you can't make them all. And really just an excellent job to get rid of the football there. Otherwise it would have been a loss.
It's a good job by Galileo's D-line to build the pressure on Garrett Pardo. Terra to line up. 3rd and 14. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Garrett Pardo takes the snap. It's a pass over the top to Cole Green. Cole Green runs for the end zone, and I don't know if he'll get it. We'll see. It'll be close.
They're calling him down at the 1. Excellent catch there by Cole Green. Over the head. He was the targeted receiver when Pardo threw over. They may have actually run the same play. Able to catch the ball, and he lunges for the line. Just not able to get it.
Trojans come out with first down and goal at the 1.
And we will get that information too.
2 wideouts. We'll see. I assume they just go straight down the middle. Garrett Pardo takes it himself and he waltzes into the end zone. 49 seconds left on the clock in the second half. And it will be the first half. And it will be 20-0 Terra Linda.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get that extra point in. If they can, it'll be a solid start for the Trojans. If they're able to take that 21-0 lead, a commanding lead really, as no Galileo team has scored a point yet.
And the kick is up from Juan, and it's straight down the middle. And it'll be 21-0. Terra Linda still has 2 timeouts left.
And I'm guessing, I'm seeing Harwell talk to the kicker right now. I'm guessing they're going to go for a squib down the middle to get that clock run down, rather than that high kick, because the clock does not start until the ball is touched by either a player or the ground.
And we will have no pressure, but sensational.
It's an interesting play here for the Trojans. They could try to do something here with 49 seconds left.
As it looks like more confusion on the kickoff by Galileo as players are just running up to the line now.
Tonight, the team will us getting some good information for our visitors from Galileo. Thank you.
We'll see how the Trojans play this as they're up another 5 yards. What?
More confusion.
Another 5 yards. What are they doing?
For Galileo.
The kick from Juan. It's at the 30-yard line. Received. He's still going, but wrapped up by the Trojans by Emmanuel Ferreira. A great wrap up, great tackle by Emmanuel. And it will be down to the 33-yard line of Galileo with 42.8 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and almost a flying leap there as both his feet were off the ground on the tackle. He was making that runner carry him if he wanted to go anywhere down the field. And with 43 seconds left here, I don't think Galileo is going to have the opportunity to get downfield. The Trojans with 2, maybe even 3 safeties here. Actually, just 1. It'll be just Kai Walker deep. But definitely a looser formation than we've seen.
2 out on each side for Galileo, 1 man in the backfield, the rest on the line. Motion. It's a fake pitch, long, deep throw, and it's 5 yards past the intended receiver. A bit of a long shot there from Galileo. A really good throw, and a good run by the receiver, but the receiver was just not fast enough.
No, and the throw just a little bit over his head, as you said there, Marco. And, he really beat the quarterback there. I'm wondering if they're probably going to go for that again. Hopefully the Trojans will be able to get in front, because if he hadn't caught that ball, it could have gone all the way to the end zone. Not the way you wanted it to happen.
They'll be back to their own 33. Same, 1 out on the left. The snap, low snap, picks up the ball. Number 5, long, deep throw, intercepted by Kai Walker. Kai Walker, 40, 50, 45, 40. He's going 30, 20, 10.
He's going in front of him.
Touchdown, Trojans!
And that is a 70-yard pick six for Kai Walker.
It was an amazing catch. The Galileo quarterback targeted a man downfield who had 3 men around him. Kai Walker picks up the ball at probably the opposite 30-yard line, runs along the sideline, and just able to avoid enough defenders and just did amazing athletic play by Kai Walker.
Wow, I mean that was amazing. You know, he picked that ball off. He beat the receiver to the ball, especially on that overthrow, and he took that ball all the way. Wow, and that's not what you want to happen. Galileo, only 30 seconds left in the half, just hucking Hail Marys down the field, and obviously the Trojans are ready for it.
And the extra point is almost blocked, and it's not good. It hits the sidebar. It hits the left sidebar. That's a rare miss for Juan. 17.3 seconds left in the first half. 27-0 Trojans on the missed extra point by Juan. The Trojans still have 2 timeouts remaining. We'll see if they use it.
Yeah, just interesting situation here. 17 seconds left. I'd almost want to give the ball to Galileo and have them knock it down, stop the clock, and then get another pick six. Probably unlikely, and I'm guessing that Hartwell is just going to kick the ball downfield, and they're going to put a stop to this half and walk away with an amazing lead. Even more confusion here as Galileo is still not set.
Juan lining up, and the customary uniform clap. Juan now goes. It's a low squib. It gets to the 10, to the 5. We'll see. Does it go out of bounds? No, it's picked up at the 2. He's going. It may be a safety. No, but he goes in the 5, cuts back, goes through, and he makes it to the 15. He picked it up at the 2-yard line, right next to some Terra defenders. Was able to run, use the width of the field, and get to the 15.
So really interesting play there. So the squib went through one of Galileo's players' legs, and I'm guessing the returner thought it was going to go in the end zone, so they get the touchback. But it didn't. It stopped right at the 2-yard line, and it took him a second to realize, I got to pick this ball up. And he was still able to make some progress, which is incredible. It almost looked like he had an open lane, but he was brought down. But really, that was a really lucky kick. You know, just to land right at the goal line, but not over it.
There'll be 6 seconds left, and it looks like there's some sort of foul. The kickoff will be done again. We'll see if they revert the clock back.
Yeah, as that was an excellent kick. Took almost 11 seconds off the clock of the 17 remaining. And they are redoing the kick.
We're not sure really why, but they are. They haven't reverted the clock back. So this will maybe the last play. Again, the customary clap is they're still figuring some things out on the Trojan side.
We can't confirm the clock has not been reset.
And the kick is off. It's a low squib again. Caught this time by Galileo at the 25 to the 30 and makes it to the 35 before the tackle by Elliott Schlott. 2.7 seconds left in half.
Like the shortstop, the run up and tackled by Cole Green, number 4, and Elliott Schlott, number 6. And there is still time on the clock for at least one.
There will be 2.7 seconds left.
Trying to mitigate this one in the start of September.
And Galileo will have one chance at this. 35-yard line, their own 35.
First and 10 for the Galileo Lions.
If you need to, just bring the whole camera down.
Galileo line up. I'm guessing it'll be a Hail Mary here.
See perfect timing.
They have four receivers. Motion. And it's a run play. I guess they're just trying to get a play in. And time will expire as he's tackled on the backfield. It'll be 27-0 heading into halftime for Terra. Terra got to be feeling good about themselves. And we'll see you on the flip side as we come back for the Lions varsity football program. On this beautiful September evening, we have 24 minutes of football awaiting us. And I'll hand it off to Miles.
All right, we are about to have the Terra Trojans kick the ball off to the Galileo Lions. We've seen some good punts so far, and we'll see what Wong can do in this situation. And he is up to the ball, and it is off. A solid kick again, caught at about the 15, trying to find a lane, rounds to the outside, and he's still making forward progress, pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A lot of forward progress there.
Good hesitation there by the receiver. He caught the ball, kept the ball moving forward, but took some hesitation steps that really allowed him the time to think and go in between players.
All right. So looks like the ball will be given to Galileo on the 44-yard line.
And a first down intended for the Galileo Lions.
Looks like the Trojan defense is set up pretty spaced out here. Tight formation for Galileo. Only two receivers out. Got a tight end close on the side. One runner in the backfield. And shotgun position. And the snap. Ball is handed off. Number 44 up the middle. Brought down by Jackson Patani. And that'll be a 1-yard loss. Excellent job there to really stop the run.
Yeah, there, Johnny Azar. He's the right guard. He actually got through the line so fast that the running back passed him. He went around the outside. The running back cut back inside. Johnny, being a key member of the D line, he actually went by so fast he just went around the running back.
Yeah, exactly what you want to see here, applying early pressure to the Lions offense. As we have a similar formation here, but the tight end is pulled back a little bit. Motion in front of the quarterback, the ball is low, and then the runner in motion knocked the ball out of his hands.
It was kind of a sloppy play there by the Lions. The man in motion knocked it out, and I think the man in motion just went at the wrong time, maybe a little confused. And it was also a low snap, so not very good by the Lions to start their opening drive.
No, not at all. As it'll be 3rd and 14 here for the Lions. Solid defense by the Trojans, really able to put a stop to this early progress. And we'll see what they're able to do here. Tight formation, looks like they're going to go for a blitz as we have 4 men about 20 yards back from the ball. As the quarterback gets it, bobbles it, and he is looking for a pass, throws it down the right side, and then his caught. Receiver goes down by his own accord at the 50.
Yeah, the Trojans just had so many people in the backfield. They stacked their own backfield, and they had their cornerbacks were playing so far back that they almost had 4 safeties. But that allowed the safeties were so far back that allowed the receivers to cut fairly early inside and get a good 5-10 yard gain.
Definitely. And I think on that 3rd and long, definitely a sacrifice the Trojans are willing to make. Because now they're on they've got 4th and 5, not an easy play to make. They got 1 receiver out to each side, number 44 running back in the backfield. Quarterback in the shotgun position and the snap, a little bit low, looking for the pass. Jackson Patani, heavy pressure again, and the cast is intercepted by JP Hernandez again. He keeps running, and he is brought down at the 37.
I believe that ball was tipped by one of the linemen. I can't tell which one, but that allowed J.P. Hernandez, who was positioned nicely in front of the intended receiver, to catch the ball and get a good 20 yards on the after the catch.
Definitely, really awesome job by him there. Second interception, actually, today, really pulling his weight. As again, a big lead, 27-0 for the Terra Trojans, with 21 minutes left of play in this football game.
First down, Trojans.
Let's see what they are able to do here, as they're going to have two receivers out to the left, one to the right. As usual, Jonah accompanying Garrett Pardo in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Nobody in the backfield for Galileo. The snap is handed off to Jonah Truitt, who finds a hole and breaks a tackle, and he's through. To the left side, gets the first down, cuts back, and is wrapped up at the 25-yard line. Great run.
It was a really good, after Jonah Truitt slipped through one of the D linemen, he was just off to the races. Jonah's change of speed was really impressive there. He's able to sprint really well and get that the first down.
Definitely, I think that acceleration coming in key as he was able to break a tackle and then get moving to the sideline. Really excellent run there. Able to break that tackle. Something that maybe could be something to work on, as in the Petaluma game, he was getting wrapped up pretty good. But clearly, whatever he's done over the past week has really done the trick, as he has had a couple of really solid runs today. Excellent job. As it'll now be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. And we will see.
Interestingly enough, the first down, the down marker, and the chains had not moved yet. The officials were having a bit of a discussion before the play. I think they were discussing whether there was going to be a penalty or not.
And yes, that was a face mask on the defense. I saw that. It was on Jonah Truitt, on the tackle. They went straight for the head. Definitely not something you want to be seeing at this level of football. As it is handed off to Kai Walker, he makes it down the right side, gain of probably about 4. Good job there.
The Trojans ran this exact play early in the game, probably 3 or 4 plays into the game, and it worked pretty similarly. Kai Walker able to come on a motion and get a few yards. It was a good play.
Definitely. As that running play, actually, the running plays just in general have been a big improvement here against Galileo compared to Petaluma a week ago. And I think that's that dual threat that we talked about before this game in the pregame show. The Trojans are really coming through, and I think they're keeping Galileo on their toes. As the snap is here, Pardo throws at the back foot of Kai Walker.
Kind of a missed throw there by Garrett Pardo. He's made a few of these this game, which is kind of uncharacteristic of him. But that was just at the feet of Kai Walker. I think he threw it there because there were 2 defenders he had to weave it in between, and he wanted to try to make sure to avoid the interception, but it didn't work out for Garrett Pardo.
It did not, but still in a good position here. Although this 3rd down conversion could be key, the field goal still an opportunity. 2 receivers out to each side. Jonah behind Pardo in the shotgun position. Looks to the left. And the receiver didn't look back early enough.
It was Jackson Batani on the target there. A bit of an underthrow by Garrett Pardo. I think Garrett thought that Jackson was going to turn around quicker, but Jackson went out, and by the time the ball had left Garrett Pardo's hands, Jackson was just turning around. A little too late for him. It could have been a dangerous play. It was kind of isolated on its own, but didn't work out for the Trojans.
Definitely. As it'll now be 4th and 8. The Trojans going for 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right, and that lone receiver would be Kai Walker. As Pardo has the ball, under pressure, throws up the middle, and there's nobody there. Heavy pressure as Garrett Pardo is hit on the play.
That pass was intended for Cole Green, but Cole Green was kind of, I don't want to say blocked, but tripped up by the defender there. He was at least 4 steps behind the throw.
And right now, as I'm seeing it, number 51, Hector Aguilar Cordoba, is on the trainer's bench. I believe he was either the center or a left tackle for the Trojans, and he is holding his right shoulder. Hopefully, he will be okay. I wonder if it got separated or dislocated or something. But he seems to be in pain, but able to walk around. Hopefully, we'll see him back on the field soon. As the Trojans are now on the defensive side of the ball, and it's going to be the Lions on their own 15. Motion in the backfield. Snap is pitched to the runner in motion, and he is plowed down by, it looks like that was JP Hernandez.
Good job by JP and the rest of the TL defensive corps to break through the line of scrimmage and get the tackle for the loss.
Yeah, an excellent job there. He really just put a stop to that run. And I can't say it enough. You know, they were really beat by Petaluma on the running plays, but they have certainly turned that around against Galileo today. As it'll now be 2nd and 12 for Galileo from their own 10-yard line. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Runner in the backfield, and it looks like it's going to be a 7-man, possibly 8-man blitz. 2 linebackers fall back, quarterback under pressure, and he is wrapped up. And his knee is down in the end zone. And it looks like that would be number 24, Billy Pierce, on the tackle.
And the quarterback, Alessio, tries to escape.
That was a great job by Terra to read the play. They got a man in there and get him down with 3rd and 24 now. Looking pretty dire for the Lions.
Definitely, as if they turn over the ball here, it would be deadly. And even on the punt, the Trojans will still probably be in Lion territory. So let's see how they manage this here. The Trojans are lining up pretty tight coverage on the offensive line. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 extremely wide being covered by Jackson Scallon. That's going to be a one-on-one matchup to watch. As the quarterback gets the ball, low snap, handed off to the right side, and he is brought down, I believe, Phillip over there helping out with the tackle as well as Mario. Excellent job there.
It's always hard when you're standing in your own end zone as a quarterback because you can't get sacked. It's a really dangerous situation to be in. You really got to be on your toes, and it's just demoralizing kind of seeing that 100 yards of field stretch beyond you. So this makes a really tough situation for Galileo.
Definitely. As they are about to punt, we have Kai Walker in the backfield ready to receive, standing at the Lions' own 40-yard line. The punter standing just a few yards from the back of the end zone. As more formation confusion for Galileo as they are missing players on the field yet again. So let's see how far they can get this ball downfield. It's going to be key for them to get it as far as they can. And yeah, searching for the false start there, and they certainly got it on the second clap. Multiple Trojans jumped. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty there, but I mean every yard counts, but it's still 4th and 17. I don't really know what they'd be able to do here besides punt it. I mean, I guess the extra 5 yards could be key, but Kai Walker is set up in the exact same place as he was earlier. Same thing again, and the ball is punted, and it hits the ground, bounces in the right direction, picked up by the Lions' number 11. Looked like he was trying to run the ball, almost like the ball wasn't dead when he touched it. Really odd situation there. As we will see how the Trojans manage the situation. 4 minutes left in the
24 yards of pitch beyond the play.
All right, so the Lions will have the ball on their own 35-yard line here.
First down, Trojans.
Oh no, the Trojans. The Trojans on the Lions 35. as they are up 27-0, 4:30 left in the third quarter. Two receivers out to each side. Garrett Pardo in the shotgun position, Jonah directly behind him. Let's see what they're able to do here. And the throw is up the middle, but drops by Cole Green. Under heavy coverage, though. Garrett Pardo shaking his head. Not a lot he could have done in that situation, especially under that pressure there. But a holding is called on the offense, on the passing play.
There's a penalty on Terra. That's a holding penalty.
That is going to be a 10-yard loss. A holding on the pass play. That is, I guess somebody was probably going for the sack and was grabbed down. Very rare, but not a penalty you want to see here. As the Trojans are sent way back, as it'll be first down and 20. And let's see how the Trojans handle this. I'm guessing they're going to go for another pass play, although they've had limited success recently, so they may try to switch it up. But again, the Lions really don't have that many people in the backfield. As a deep throw by Garrett Pardo to Kai Walker is an absolute dot, caught by Kai Walker in the end zone, and that is a touchdown. What an absolute dime. Garrett Pardo under pressure. The defender got around the offensive lineman, number 60 on the outside. Garrett Pardo able to make a 45-yard throw directly in Kai Walker's arms. Amazing.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a straight route from Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker just goes out, he beats the defender on pure speed, and Kyle Walker, being the fast player he is, gets that ball. The perfect throw from Garrett Pardo, and they definitely practiced that play many times in practice.
Definitely, as now we are going for the extra point. The punt, the snap is high, whistle is blown. Field goal. The extra point, is good. It'll be 34-0 Trojans.
And on the 45-yard touchdown play,
the pass threat by the Trojans is really shown there. This last touchdown, I think the Trojans really showed their dominance over the Galileo backfield there. The Kyle Walker just being the amazing receiver he is. And Garrett Pardo, the great thrower, and Garrett Pardo really making the dime of the throw right there. Where in some of the other plays, especially the second quarter, the throws were not quite as on target as Garrett Pardo would have liked. But Garrett Pardo there able to connect with Kyle Walker for a great touchdown.
Yeah, definitely the Garrett Pardo from Petaluma shown right there on that play, as that was a long-distance sniper shot of the throw directly into Kai Walker's arms. He did not break stride. An excellent pass. As the punt now goes to Galileo, caught at the 25, dropped on the ground, picked up again as he runs down the right side, and he is wrapped up.
I believe he was wrapped up by Elliott Schlott. Just right, he bobbled the ball, dropped it, picked it up, number 4 of the Lions, and he ran to his right. Elliott Schlott was there, got the great tackle, coming in hot. That's the Galileo will start on their 25. Bit of a short kick from Juan, but a good starting position for both teams.
Definitely. As we will see what the Lions are able to do here. They haven't really put the Terra defense under threat, and they're running out of time to do so. As they're down 34, only 16 minutes left to play. It's looking unlikely that they are going to get back in this game at this point. As they line up here, running back in the backfield, 2 receivers in tight, 1 far out to the left. And the quarterback is getting ready. More confusion. Timeout is called by Galileo. Another timeout for no particular reason, in my opinion. I mean, just miscommunication.
Yeah, that was kind of a burn timeout there. Galileo already back out on the field. I guess they cleared up what they needed to clear up. But it is. They're doing better than they were last time, but they still need to do better.
Yeah, definitely.
And a little injury update. Hector Aguilarez on the sideline. Looks like he's got a big bundle of ice on his right shoulder. He isn't really moving it. So it may be definitely at least a bone bruise. So we'll continue to update that if we find out any more information.
Definitely. Although it seems like a similar rap that we've seen baseball players get in the past. So hopefully it's nothing too serious as they run the ball to the right side. Galileo, that is, wrapped up for gain of 0. It's possible that the shoulder was separated, as a hard hit on the ground could definitely do that. You know, the shoulder isn't a particularly tight, tight-knit joint like the hip is, another ball and socket joint. So it's able to pop out, and it's possible they pop that back in, and they just have the ice on it to reduce swelling, and we will see him next week. But obviously, we can't tell much from the booth up here, just our unmedical opinion, as it'll now be 2nd and 10 for Galileo. Let's see what they're able to do. Jack Horsley motioning up to the booth here. Thumbs up to him. Jack Horsley doing an excellent job here today, especially on the offensive line. I think that improvement to the offensive line is one of the reasons that this has been such a successful game. Is brought down, the running back has brought down in the backfield a number fumble of the ball, basically. That time it looks like it was number 84, Jack Oliphant, that was able to get him down the backfield, and then it's going to be 3rd and a long way to go.
Frank Tiscarelli, number 10.
It was a good read by Jack Oliphant on the offensive line. He was able to beat his man really quickly and get to the ball as soon as the ball got to the receiver for Galileo. And it'll be 3rd and 17 coming up.
Yeah, as we have the Trojans lining up again. Again, many defenders back, about 10 yards behind the play. Really trying to stop those long throws here as the quarterback is under pressure, throws to the open receiver. He's got 2 defenders on him, runs backwards, and is wrapped up by multiple Trojans. Mario with the assist or the tackle there. Hard to say, as there were a lot of Trojans in on that.
Yeah, the Trojans, they had pretty much 4 safeties back, and they were really protecting there against the first down. So it'll be 4th and 17. The receiver caught the ball about 10 yards from the first down marker, and he wasn't really able to go anywhere because of the swarming of Trojans. But that's exactly the type of play that the Trojans needed right there.
As we have 1:24 left in the 3rd quarter here. And the Trojans really playing lockdown defense as the punt is up in the air. Kai Walker ready to receive, hits the ground again. Looks like it might bounce close out of bounds. And it is knocked down by number 44. I'm really confused about what Galileo is doing as they are pouncing on the ball I really don't understand it. I don't know if they haven't seen a football game in a while or haven't read the rule book, but interesting choices there. As it'll now be the Trojan ball at their own 35-yard line. Let's see what they'll be able to do, as there is probably the entire Galileo team out on the field right now. As they are shuffling off. Defense able to get a rest here. Doing an excellent job with this so far.
Yeah, a thing that the JV team really struggled with, and Varsity does too, is the lack of players. Galileo probably have 7 or 8 people on the sideline total, where Terra have at least 20. Galileo not really able to make those substitutions that Terra is.
Definitely, as the Trojans are lining up here on the right hash mark, 2 receivers out, 2 each side. Jonah Truitt in the backfield. Motion. Jonah Truitt gets the ball, goes straight up the middle, and is wrapped up, still trying to make forward progress. Flag is called on the play. Jonah Truitt brought down on the line of scrimmage.
It was a great play by number 9. who I believe is a linebacker or a D lineman. He got through, got a hand on Jonah Truitt, but credit to Jonah Truitt, he fought through and made at least 3 other Galileo defenders come and tackle him.
As it looks like it'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Trojans. Excellent break there. As they will now be on Galileo's own 46-yard line. As they jog up to the ball.
Or it happened somewhere else. But the result is
Garrett Pardo in the backfield, same formation. And he drops back. Under pressure, throws to the left side. Nobody looking for the ball. Lucky that wasn't an interception.
I think that was a bit of a miscommunication there between Garrett Pardo and Jackson Skolin. I think Jackson either was supposed to run or Garrett Pardo thought Jackson was supposed to run a little out into the right, but Jackson went to the left, and Garrett Pardo threw it where there was nobody. Luckily, there wasn't a Galileo defender there.
Definitely. As the Trojans now will have 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10 to go.
And we will see same formation, except Jonah behind Pardo in the backfield. Some pressure up the middle on the offensive line for the Trojans. Motion as number 24 will switch to the left side. Ball is handed off to Jonah Truitt, who is running down the left side, breaks a couple tackles, flag is down, and that's about a 3-yard gain. So we'll see, it might be another personal foul on Galileo, as it seems like whenever Jonah runs the ball, there's a flag on the play. Maybe he draws them, or I don't even know. But Jonah Truitt holding on the offense. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty
for 2nd down here. Really unfortunate, as it's going to make that really rough, as it'll now be 2nd down and about 20 yards. Long way to go for the Trojans. As the clock is winding down, that will be the end of the 3rd quarter of play here, and we will see you back for the 4th. And we are back here in the 4th quarter. Garrett Pardo drops back, has the ball, and he runs up the middle. There's nobody there. 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards. There's no one in front of him. He is going all the way as he dusts the cornerbacks, and that is a touchdown on the first play of the drive for Garrett Pardo.
Great read there by Garrett Pardo. Garrett Pardo took a sense of the situation, decided that the run was available. I think he kind of hesitated a bit, was going to throw it, but the hole was just so big it was hard to ignore in the middle, and he just ran up, got some good blocking, and good play by Garrett Pardo.
Definitely, as the extra point is
57-yard
about to go up here, as if it is good, it would be 41-0.
Pardo, 57 yards for 6 points.
57-yard run. As the Trojans here kick it, almost blocked, but it is good, and it's going to be 41-0 here. As the Trojan special teams will pop out to the field, as they will be kicking the ball off to the Lions. Really a commanding set of games, JV and varsity, by the Trojans today.
Yeah, and more impressively, I think, the Trojans have not let any points score so far. Galileo they haven't been able to score any points. I think that's really impressive. It shows the great defensive coaching that Dallas and Matt Callahan have really put in. Hopefully, Terra can apply this to all their regular season games, their MCAL games, and this is just a great showing from Terra.
Definitely. As with 11:40 left, I think it's going to be next to impossible for the Trojans to let this game slip away. As we are ready for the kick, and it is loose, a little bit on the shorter side from what we've seen from Juan, picked up at the 30, and He is brought down at the 30 after a lot of tackling, but number 7, Gabe Marins, I heard that from the air. I did not see the hit, but I heard a crack and saw a Galileo player fly across the ground. And that aggressiveness we've seen throughout the day today, Marco.
Yeah, that aggressiveness has been really key for the varsity team. I've seen it on multiple players today, and that's a key to why Terra is winning this game. That football aggressiveness, just the desire to like tackle someone. That's really important in a football player, especially on the defensive side.
Definitely incredibly important, as the Trojan defense here will be looking to put a stop to the forward progress here and maybe get the ball again. Another 7 points could be in the cards. Maybe that little bit of impediment there trying to beat JV's score. We'll see if they're able to, as the ball is lateral to the left and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. A lot of running there for no gain. And just a really good run defense here for the Trojans. An excellent dog.
Number 10, Trent Cristorino run out of bounds by Jack Coulter, number 79.
It is second and 10,
number 70.
I believe here. Trojan defense doing a really solid job. And, you know, this game is looking to be a wrap. Clock is counting down. Almost no sense of urgency from the Lions, so I think they have given up for the most part. Just out here getting some more practice in. Getting some throws downfield. As the ball is snapped, quarterback drops back, and he is under heavy pressure. Breaks a couple tackles. Oh, JP Hernandez almost gets the tackle, but he has ended up to be brought down by Casey, as quarterback able to break a couple tackles there. And still not to the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback had great stiff arm on JP Hernandez there, who is slotting in at linebacker right now.
As a number 10 on the Lions is limping off the field. Hopefully he is okay. He is not doing the best job ever.
It looks like Dallas Hartwell is laying down the law on the Trojan bench, where some of the JV team, the JV squad, is hanging out. And I guess they are being an unwelcome distraction for the varsity team.
Definitely, as we will see if they are able to, the Lions are able to convert it as the snap is dropped. 3rd and short, quarterback rolls to the right, throws the ball downfield, intercepted by number 13. Excellent interception by Casey. He is still up on his feet, breaks a couple tackles, he's rolling to the right. There's nobody there. He may go all the way to the 20, to the 10, and he's in the end zone. A pick 6 for Casey, number 13.
Great job there by Casey Vitzinsek. And he was behind the receiver. The ball went past the receiver. He was positioned really nicely, and then he was able to use pretty much the whole width of the field to get that touchdown, that pick 6.
And just an excellent show of athleticism there, as he was able to dodge multiple tackles on the left side of the field and then rolls all the way to the right side to get to the pylon, and he's in the end zone.
And the officials here are having a meeting on the field. I wonder if there's some sort of penalty or something that they're discussing.
Although, yeah, I did just see a ref pick up a flag, and the Trojan defense, the Trojan offense, no, the defense that is still on the field, as they are not given the touchdown.
So it's a foul.
Wilson Lee, number 2, was the intended receiver.
So it looks like it was a penalty against
him on the play,
Trojan, but
number 13.
it may have been a spot foul.
On Terra, so it brings you back.
So
it looks like they'll be getting the ball at the Lions' 24-yard line.
So Casey's work is not completely erased here. And Casey's not a player you hear of often, but he was slotting in where Kai Walker would normally be starting, doing a great job there to get that pick six. Not really a pick six.
We'll count it as that, as he did the lion's share of the work there, as the Trojans will line up, ready to try and get some more points on the board here. One receiver out to each side, and number 17 in the backfield is brought down, and that would be Christian Fuentes. We have not seen him in the running back position. A pretty good run from him, 5 or 6 yards up to the right side of the field.
And on the
I think Dallas is really realizing this game's kind of coming to the end, getting some of their second squad time. That was a good run. I think that this is exactly the type of time to really think about improvement and maybe injury mitigation.
Definitely, yeah, I'd say that for sure. As Mario and JP Hernandez are now out on the field, normally linebackers, both of them in the backfield. I'm looking forward to what happens next, as those are two people you do not want to run at you with a football. As we have one receiver out to each side, a tight formation, quarterback under center. First time we've seen Garrett Pardo in that, as a whistle is blown. A timeout by Galileo.
I think they were seeing the quarterback Garrett under center with JP and Mario. I think they really didn't like that. Mario playing more of a halfback position, and JP a fullback. But I think something really interesting could happen here for the Trojans.
Definitely looking forward to seeing either one of those two players get the ball handed to them, as I'm guessing that Galileo were just stumped. They didn't know what to do. They had to call that timeout and figure out what was what. As the timeout is now over, Trojans are running back onto the field, and Mario and JP Hernandez still there, and this is a tight formation. We got an extra tight end in Kai Walker, Jonah Truitt, both Jackson Patani, all on the bench. Quarterback under center, hands it off to Mario, who goes straight up the middle, breaks the tackle, and he's down at the 10. An excellent run there of about 10 yards for the first down.
Yeah, it was a good run by Mario. He came upon the line at a time when the line was really moving forward, and he was able to use the line kind of as a shield and let the line develop more. I think that was a really smart football play. He looked like a football player out there.
We have the play, a run to the left, and that is Mario. Mario get the ball handed to him again into the end zone. Whistle is blown. As it looks like Mario and JP are coming off the field. Garrett Pardo grabbing his arm maybe. Hopefully he's okay. He's going back out on the field. Probably going to see a lot of running plays from here on out. And
what looked to be a 9-yard touchdown run.
The lead is insurmountable at this point. 41-0. 4 minutes left here in the final quarter of this game.
Looks like it was a penalty on the Trojans, so that's going to nullify the touchdown.
As it'll be first and goal from the 18-yard line. A ways to go. As Hernandez and Cordon are back on the field in the backfield. Quarterback under center. As let's see what they can do. Really tight formation from Galileo, but similar to what we've seen so far this game. Ball is handed off to Mario. He's up the middle. One runner in front of him drops the shoulder, breaks the tackle into the end zone. Exactly what we expected from him.
A great, just football play there by Mario. Mario again, he looks like a natural running back. I hope to see more of Mario slotted there more, and the Trojans extend their lead. We'll see how close they get to JV's score.
Definitely, as especially close to the end zone, having that bigger stockier but maybe a little slower running back is a more beneficial thing to have, as he can, as we saw there, he just dropped his shoulder into a linebacker and just ran into the end zone. As another one off the side, another extra point off the sidebar
Just off to the left.
that
Again, a decent rush
bounces
there.
down into the middle.
On the
Almost
extra
looked like it
point
still
shot
went
by the
over,
Lions.
as it is now 47
And the score
to 0.
is correct on the board.
Yeah, Juan has missed 2 extra points this game. He's definitely kicking himself about that. But I think overall Juan has done a pretty good job. He's definitely showed some potential in this game.
As with 4 minutes remaining here,
Both teams have agreed to a
the
running
kick
clock.
to Galileo is about to go out.
That's the
Interesting
fourth
how they're
quarter
going to
here.
play this.
As we approach, we're underneath 4 minutes.
Only one timeout remaining for them. Really no options. The game is over. I'm curious what they're going to do.
Fans, how about a hand at this time for all the linemen tonight? Those players we haven't been able to name here on the public address.
As the Trojans are in the huddle, Raekwon ready to kick the ball off. Pretty relaxed atmosphere. A lot of the familiar faces from the special teams not out there.
Big hand as we get
As
this
Nicole
kickoff here.
Gutierrez will be calling ready for the Trojans, and the ball is loose. Caught by Galileo, dropped on the ground, and he will be brought down at the 30. Another dropped kickoff by Galileo. Just simple mistakes you really can't make. I mean, especially if you want to be competitive in these games at all, as the Galileo Lions have been thoroughly pummeled today in JV and varsity. They've simply had no answer for the Trojan defense.
Yeah, the Trojan defense has been unstoppable today. Again, 0 points scored in both games so far, and it's going to look so far. It's looking like Galileo's not going to score any points today. It's almost like college football versus NFL. This is quite the blowout.
Definitely. I think you're going to have to give a lot of the props here. Besides the interceptions, a lot of the heavy lifting done by the defensive line, anchored by Jack Horsley in the middle here today. I don't think he's missed a snap, as well as Jackson Patani, always coming around the outside and just getting past the offensive line. He's a wide receiver, he's got the speed, but he's big. He's able to overpower some of these outside linemen. As we are about to see the first down here, 1st and 10 from their own 30. The snap is low yet again. Quarterback rolls to the left and finds a receiver deep, as that'll be about a 20-yard throw that is caught, brought down out of bounds. Excellent eyes to see that receiver downfield there. Wasn't heavily covered. Probably a zone defense by the Trojans.
Good job by the quarterback to use his feet. It reminded me of what Garrett Carter was doing last week. Used his feet to get open, and then made a very athletic throw on the run straight to a wide open man who was in the middle of 2 defenders on his zone coverage, and that allowed for a 20-yard gain.
So we are 1st and 10 from the Galileo 48-yard line. One receiver out to each side.
First down and 10 to go after
And the snap. Quarterback drops back. Immediate pressure from number 14 and number 6. The ball is launched out of bounds. Great job there by Elliott Scott. Able to put the pressure on and make the quarterback throw the ball away. Also a great job there by Emmanuel Ferreira.
Yeah, I think there are 51 seconds and counting remaining in this game. I think Galileo are kind of taking the L here. They'll probably have 2 or 3 more plays left.
As they have one more snap. Could be a spike, as the quarterback is deep in the shotgun position. 2 receivers out to each side. 2 Trojans in the backfield. Wouldn't it be awesome to see a pick 6 here? As he drops back, looking for the Hail Mary, launches the ball so deep. Probably 10 yards past any defender, 20 yards past any receiver. 15 seconds left, And that will be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
The last play of the contest.
Trojan victory, 47-0.
Terra
outscoring the Galileo Lions 97-0 today. JV and Varsity combined. An excellent, excellent game.
I think Trojans just showed their dominance today. Great job to all the players who participated. Miles, who is your player of the game for the Varsity?
Well, for the Varsity, that's a very, very interesting question. I would honestly have to give it to JP Hernandez. An excellent job on defense, pick six, an interception, doing a great job stopping the run. You know, he was definitely a part of that change over the last week during practice. I'd give it to JP Hernandez.
Yeah, my personal player of the game is Kyle Walker. You just can't beat that pick six he had in the closing stages of the second quarter. Just great job overall by Terra. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week for the game.
To be the first opponent for Terra this year.
Thanks.
See you then.